job. Very good job.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you.
So coming up next, we are going to be on
Jennifer
Wendland, the German national record holder. She's been diving really well the last couple of years, and she's been training in Egypt with the Germans and quite a few Europeans, and she's become very, very strong. And do you know her from training, Alexei?
I saw her training in Dachau in Blue Hole, but we didn't never train together. But she was, she looked very, very motivated and progressing really consistently.
She has been diving really well since she's arrived. Like consistently getting white cards and clean performances, and she's staying with Alenka, so I'm sure that that's having an effect on her.
Right. So there is like another powerhouse number two.
Number
two, right?
Yeah. Adam says he lives in the powerhouse, and I think the girls might have
That's
something to say
the
about
powerhouse. We can just actually explain what's the powerhouse. It's
the only people that think it's the powerhouse is yourself and Adam.
No, it's me, Adam, Michael Ward, and Kate Middleton.
Okay.
And my wife, who is an Olympic swimmer. So it's a real powerhouse. Okay, 30 seconds before official top, and she actually getting ready to dive face down. That's very unusual. You rarely see it. 20 seconds.
Perhaps she enjoys the sensations of the snorkel breathing, helps her relax.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that and the CO2 that's can kind of
You need to breathe deeper with the snorkel to ventilate this dead space, like air in the snorkel, but it's probably like an extra 200 milliliters of, maybe less, depends on the snorkel. And CO2 is actually good. CO2 makes it safe. You want to breathe more, but there's less chances to hyperventilate.
Stronger dive reflex.
And it's national record for her, so even though it's 84 meters, it's still very deep. And
it must be close to 250 feet.
Yes.
So 250 feet.
These women have just increased these depths so exponentially just recently. Now we hear 80 some meters and we don't think much of it. A year and a half ago, that would have just been
medalists. There'll be medals.
Yeah. But we've just recently had this huge jump in these women becoming so successful with these depths. I asked Alexei about that earlier as to what he thinks the reason is. And it just seems like we've kind of crossed that barrier. I think it was kind of a mental one almost. It just seemed like 100 meters seems rather daunting, and as Johnny was saying, that is, over 300 feet in imperial terms, but and that sounds like a lot. And journalists will frequently ask us in the U.S., well, how many feet is that? And it sounds like a lot deeper when you say 300 instead of 100 meters.
Yeah.
But I think it was just really sort of a milestone to have that breakthrough.
And education is getting up there, and there's more and more people diving deeper, and more instructors who know how to teach deep diving. So
now she's getting ready to turn 77, and
she's pulling up early. She's coming up.
Probably equalization. You could see a couple of meters before the turn the arm movements, so there was no obvious signs of having problems, but
it's an internal thing.
And also, it might be just not even equalization. It might be just also some nerves, like knowing that it's national record. And Jennifer it's like one of her, like she's new to the top. Like she was not competing for many years yet, so she have not so much experience. And she's obviously a very strong diver. And if she continues, we'll surely see her on the top of the competition.
There's definitely an element of competing in the World Championships. Just that title alone is enough to unsettle you a little bit.
Yeah, that's right. And like this point was proven the other day with the men's free immersion.
Gosh.
The conditions were great. The conditions were like this, and there was nearly 50% of the competitors who
failed.
Yeah.
Some one way or another they failed their dive.
Yeah.
I
took the nose clip early. That's interesting. Like she took the nose clip before the surface, 10 meters before the surface.
Okay, so that means she's only got to remove her goggles. She gave the okay sign.
She did quickly. She was
Yeah.
super
She
quick.
was, I think she probably has, since she turned early, she's probably not real pleased that she did that right now. But it could have been equalization. And the consequences of diving past the point where you can clear your ears can be ear damage between the inner ear, the eardrum, sinuses, all kinds of different things can happen. So oftentimes the diver will make the choice to turn early because they want to make sure that they're not going to burst an eardrum.
Yeah.
If you do, you are out for several days, weeks, in order for that to heal. So
Yeah, that's right.
sometimes it's a precaution in order to just decide, well, okay, not today. It's not